Members, good afternoon. Members, it's the appointed time and we have a quorum. I call to order the meeting. Item 1, matters arising. Please note that the Director of Administration wrote to this Council earlier on the proposed grouping of policy areas for the motion of thanks debate on the 2024 policy address. We will consider this item under item 4 of the agenda. Last time when I met with the Chief Secretary, he mentioned that the administration proposed to divide the debate into 4 sessions. The Chief Secretary also mentioned that the government officials attending meeting will speak for a total of 4 hours or so to allow sufficient time for members to give their views on the policy address. The Chief Secretary looks forward to in-depth exchanges between the administration and the Council during the 3-day debate. Item 2, Legal Service Division reports on bills and subsidiary legislation. A. 3 bills referred to the House Committee in accordance with Rule 54(4) of the Rules of Procedure. Inland Revenue Amendment Tax Deductions for Leased Premises, Reinstatement and Allowances for Buildings and Structures Bill 2024. LC paper number LS57/2024. Legal Advisor, please take us through the bill briefly. Thank you. Thank you, Madam Chair. The bill seeks to amend the Inland Revenue Ordinance to give effect to 2 proposals in the budget in relation to profit tax. The first one is to introduce a tax deduction for the reinstatement of leased premises to its original condition. And 2, to remove the time limit for claiming annual allowances for commercial and industrial buildings and structures. Members could refer to paragraphs 4 to 9 of the paper for details. If the bill is passed, it will come into operation on the date of gazetted. The panel on financial affairs was consulted in June. Members supported the bill in general, but then they discussed various issues. The Legal Service Division is scrutinizing the legal and drafting aspects of the bill. As the bill seeks to introduce new measures for tax deduction and amendments to the arrangements for annual allowances, so members probably will wish to form a bills committee to study the bill. Thank you. Thank you, Legal Advisor. Members, do you wish to form a bills committee? If so, please raise your hands. Mr. Andrew Lam and a few other members. So we have more than 3 members asking to form a bills committee. Secretariat, please circulate the reference paper to invite members to join this bills committee. 2, Supplementary Appropriation 2023 to 2024 bill. Paper number LS58/2024. Legal Advisor, please take us through the bill briefly. Thank you. Thank you, Madam Chair. The bill seeks to provide for a supplementary appropriation for the services of the government in the financial year that ended on the 31st of March is over $13 billion. Is in addition to the sum appropriated by the Appropriation Ordinance 2023. There are 24 heads involved. Mostly is to inject funds into the innovation and technology funding, additional expenses arising from the civil service pay adjustment, and also the additional cash flow requirements for small and medium enterprise financing guarantee scheme and so on. And these funds have been approved by the Finance Committee or by way of a delegation of powers. Please refer to paragraphs 4 to 6 for the detail. The bill comes into operation on the date of gazetted. This bill is introduced under the established mechanism. We have not identified any legal and drafting issues. Members, do you wish to form a bills committee? If so, please raise your hands. No. Members, please note that the Legal Service Division has not identified any legal or drafting issues with the bill. If members do not have any other views, the bill is ready for resumption of second reading. Thank you. 3, Waste Disposal Amendment Bill 2024, paper number LS59/2024. Legal Advisor, please again brief us on this bill. Thank you, Madam Chair. The bill seeks to amend the Waste Disposal Ordinance So starting from the 1st of January 2025, the latest requirements of the Basel Convention on the control of transboundary movements of hazardous waste and the disposal will come into effect in relation to the disposal of electrical and electronic waste. The bill seeks to amend Schedules 6 and 7 and add new Schedule 7A to expand the scope of control on EW. So instead of just specified hazardous EEW, the scope is expanded to cover all EEW. So the effect is that if anyone wants to import or export EEW, they have to apply for a permit from the Director of Environmental Protection. Members could refer to paragraphs 5 to 11 of the paper for details. The bill will come into operation on the 1st of January 2025 if passed. And there will be a 6 months phasing period in the first 6 months after the bill comes into operation. And then the EBD may exercise the discretion in deciding not to pursue prosecution after examining the relevant cases during this phasing-in period. The panel on environmental affairs was consulted in July. Members in general supported the proposal, but they also expressed various concerns. We have not identified any legal and drafting issues on the bill. So members may consider whether to form a Bills Committee to study the policy aspect of the bill. Thank you. So members, do you wish to form a Bills Committee on the bill? No? Then members, please note again, the Legal Service Division has not identified any legal or drafting issues with the bill. So if members do not have any other views, the bill is ready for its resumption of second reading. Item 2B, subsidiary legislation. We are to consider 7 items of subsidiary legislation. Subsidiary legislation gazetted on the 25th of October 2024. LC paper number LS60/2024. Legal advisor, please take us through the items briefly. Thank you. Madam Chair, I will first speak on 5 items of subsidiary legislation, that is LNs 153 to 157. These are orders made under the Inland Revenue Ordinance to give effect to 5 comprehensive avoidance of double taxation agreements with 5 places, that is the People's Republic, the Republic of Armenia, the Kingdom of Bahrain, the People's Republic of Bangladesh, the Republic of Croatia, and the Republic of Turkish. And so it's to avoid double tax, to offer relief from taxation. Also, there are provisions on exchanging information. Members could refer to the paper for details. The panel on financial affairs was not consulted. The LNs come into operation on the 20th of December 2024. On provisions in relation to exchange of tax information, the Legal Service Division made inquiry with the administration. Members could refer to paragraph 6 to 9 of the paper for details. The Legal Service Division has not identified any drafting or legal issues with the 5 LNs. Thank you. Members, do you wish to form a subcommittee? If so, please raise your hands. No? Please continue. Next, Legal Notice 158. This LN is made to amend the Schedule 3 of the Public Health and Municipal Services Fees Regulation to implement permit proposal. This is to introduce 2 types of composite permissions so that applicants do not need to make separate applications for each single type of restricted food. And then the LNs introduce 2 types of composite permissions for restricted foods specified in Schedule 2 to the Food Business Regulation, and the fee will be $810. Members could refer to the relevant paragraphs in the paper for details. The panel on food safety and environmental hygiene was consulted in April this year. Members expressed support for the proposal. The LN comes into operation on the 1st of January 2025. We have not identified any legal and drafting issues. Thank you. Members, do you wish to form a subcommittee? If so, please raise your hands. No? If I may remind members, for the 6 items of subsidiary legislation, the deadline for amending them is the Council meeting of the 27th of November. Legal Advisor, please take us through the last item of subsidiary legislation. Thank you, Madam Chair. The last item of subsidiary legislation is Legal Notice 159. This is to amend the United Nations Sanctions of Sudan Regulation 2019 to implement the latest resolutions adopted by the Security Council of the United Nations. To extend sanction measures against South Sudan until the 31st of May 2025. The order comes into operation on the date of gazetted. That's the 25th of October. The Ireland is not subject to amendment by this council, and we've not identified any legal drafting issues with this item. Members, do you wish to form a subcommittee to consider this item? If so, please raise your hands. No? Then we move on to the next item. Item 3 of the agenda, business for the council meeting of the 6th of November 2023. That's next Wednesday. At the council meeting next Wednesday, the latest agenda includes eight questions, two members' motion not intended to have legislative effect. That is, Ms. Doreen Kwong's motion on implementing the spirit of the third plenary session of the 20th Central Committee of the Communist Party of China, and earnestly addressing people's concerns and difficulties in daily life. And 2, Mr. Vincent Chang's motion on further enhancing the housing ladder. Item 4 on the agenda, business for the council meeting on the 13th, 14th, and 15th of November 2024. A, questions. The list of members given slots is already uploaded to our website. B, members' motion of thanks. The Director of Administration wrote to this council on the 29th of October 2024 on the debate on the motion of thanks on the Chief Executive's 2024 policy address, proposed grouping of policy areas. That's LC paper number CB bracket 21335/2024 bracket 01. As the chair of the House Committee, I will move the motion of thanks on the Chief Executive's 2024 policy address. If members wish to move amendments to the motion, the deadline for giving notice is the 6th of November, Wednesday. As I mentioned earlier, when I reported on my meeting with the Chief Secretary, the administration proposes 4 sessions for the policy address debate. As for the grouping of policy areas under each session, that's set out in the annex to the letter of the Director of Administration. In accordance with past practices and the proposal of the administration, the policy address debate will be carried out over 3 days under 4 sessions, and each session group of policy areas will be covered. Members may speak once in each of the 4 sessions, but then the total speaking time limit for each member is 15 minutes. If members speak in a particular session, your speech should be limited to the policy areas under that session. Officials will speak for about a total of 4 hours in the 4 sessions. If I may ask members, if you agree to the proposed policy grouping of policy areas and the order of the sessions. The proposed arrangement is same as that in the previous year. So if there is no objection, then we agree to the proposed grouping of policy areas and the order of the 4 sessions. Members, please note. Item 5 of the agenda, position on bills, committees and subcommittees. As at the 31st of October, Thursday, there were in action 3 bills committee, 11 subcommittees under the House Committee, and 3 subcommittees and policy issues under panels. There are on the waiting list 3 subcommittees on policy issues. Item 6 on the agenda, any other business? There is nothing under AOB. I adjourn the meeting. Thank you.